Hey, what's up and welcome everyone to another Warzone video. In today's video, we're going to be covering the new update patch notes that just dropped about an hour ago. We've got things coming like another Amax nerf. We've got changes to the big trucks, the big berthas in solos, as well as a litany of bug fixes that have been plaguing Warzone over the past few weeks. If you guys enjoy these style of update videos and you like them first, make sure to subscribe here with notifications on and drop a like if you haven't already. In the background, I've got some gameplay of me playing an insane wager. Basically, me and my buddy Breadman have to get more kills than Destroy and Colors, two of the best players in Warzone. And it comes down to the very last kill. The winner of the match gets $100 each from their opponents, and it's a really clutch game for us to be practicing for tournaments that we've been competing in a lot recently. If you do want to catch that tournament gameplay, make sure to follow me over on Twitch, linked in the pinned comment in the description. Without further ado, this comes down to the May 27th update. Gameplay. The cargo truck spawn rates for Verdansk solo BR mode have been reduced to 5 static from a range of 16 to 20. Previously in Warzone, you could get up to 16 or 20. In solos, this has been brought all the way down to 5. So I still imagine you'll see a little bit of it. In general, solos vehicles are annoying, but it's not going to be as annoying. And hopefully everyone just takes a personal vendetta against the truck and starts shooting them. This change will take effect when our playlist update goes live later today. It says cargo trucks are incredibly durable and provide ample cover from enemy fire, which makes them an optimal choice for map rotation. In solos, players are not keen to unload considerable amount of their resources into the removal of cargo trucks, which would often result in a significant number of them in final circles. The ensuing gameplay allowed them to skirt traditional engagements and created such a crutch that put a less emphasis on in-game positioning and gunplay. A substantial reduction in the number of cargo trucks will result in a substantial reduction in the number of cargo trucks and solos will make whittling them down over the course of the game a feasible and attractive option given their considerably reduced map presence. Like they said, obviously no one wants to give away their position in solos because solos is third-party central, but on top of it, you pretty much have to burn all of your AR ammo to kill one from fresh to fully finished. So this is a great change, and I know solo players are going to love this. Bug fixes. There's a lot of bug fixes here. Normally, I don't care too much about bug fixes, but there are a lot of things here that I really care about. They fixed an additional map location to Verdansk that allows players to reach out-of-bounds areas. This is becoming less and less common, people being outside of stadiums, so this is awesome. They fixed additional collision issues with various elements across Verdansk, allowing players to exploit, peek, shoot through them. Awesome change. We expected some of these with the new map. Fixed the bug where vehicles could down or kill squad mates. This has been a plague for wagers and tournaments recently because you could accidentally kill your opponents. And I'm sure you've accidentally killed your teammate at some point, even just playing pubs. They fixed an issue in the Nakatomi Plaza where the vault access denied audio could be heard throughout the entire building. Because we can't trust you to realize that once again you have been denied, you should walk away from the button and not try over and over and over again. Apparently, you could hear it throughout the entire building, and people were spamming the access denied. I didn't know that. I wish I would have known that, because that would have been an awesome troll thing. But apparently, that has been patched. They fixed the bug preventing the ballistic knife camouflage skins from unlocking and completing their respective requirements. Fixed the bug where the 5mm laser on sniper rifles was not displaying aim stability as a pro. That was a recent change where the obviously we don't care about hip fire on sniper, but they now actually helped out aim stability with the SWAT. And fixed an incorrect labeling of sniper rifle Echo as sniper rifle Delta. Now this is what most of you are here for, the Amax. The Amax has been nerfed. The CR56 Amax headshot multiplier decreased from 1.62 to 1.5. That doesn't seem like a lot, but they say the CR56 Amax has continued to display a disproportionate level of dominance over the long-range assault rifle space. As we continue our efforts to slowly raise the time to kill, we feel our best course of action here is to reduce the power level so outliers is to reduce the power level of outliers rather than increase others to meet it. We believe it will take some time to adjust the landscape where the CR56 Amax is not the undisputed king of long-range automatic weapons, but we feel this will be a net positive given how many weapons we expect to be introduced into viability with this update. Our hope is that this change will present players with an opportunity to showcase and expand their mastery over a multitude of weapons that have been outclassed by the CR56 Amax. So, they've mentioned in the past that they wanted to nerf the Amax because it was the king and it was way too viable and way too many people were using it. And this is just one step towards it. Will it be a lot? I'm not really sure. The Amax headshot multiplier for me really wasn't the issue. It was the chest multiplier. But this definitely will still help bring it in line. We really discovered the headshot multiplier wasn't too much of an issue when we compared it to something like the Ram 7, because the Ram 7 has a better time to kill at the head, the extremities, and the stomach. The Amax to the chest was where it was really, really strong. But then again, the damage per bullet that the Amax does compared to the Ram makes 45 bullets of the Amax provide a lot more damage than 50 bullets of a Ram does, because the Ram has faster fire rate, all that good stuff. But the Amax has been nerfed. The Pharah 83, a slight change to that. The recoil pattern has been adjusted, and the hip spread has been increased. We have not yet settled on the identity on the Pharah 83. We would like to see it as a long-range viable assault rifle, and in that, we have smoothed out its recoil to be controllable at range. If you know, it has a very sharp pull to the left. We are also increasing its hip spread, so it's slightly less effective in close quarters. This functional overlap is something we want to avoid and will continue to address where we identify it. So that's awesome. They're trying to get rid of the double AR meta where guns are way too good at close range, like way too good at hip fire and still good at long range. So they've just decided to go full AR with the Pharah 83, making the hip spread worse, but the long range more stable. Tactical Rifle Charlie, recoil magnitude decrease. Tactical Rifle Charlie has fallen victim to a bit of an over-reduction in efficacy. While we still maintain that tactical rifles ride a very thin line between underwhelming and oppressive, we feel that the Tactical Rifle Charlie should be closer to that line. That is the M16, if I remember correctly. They feel that the recoil is too high, even though they didn't change it. They did change the damage range and the rate of fire a little bit, but I have bad memories about the M16, but they have reduced the recoil on the M16. We'll be doing some testing on that here in a bit. Sniper rifle meta, the LW3 Tundra base optic has been adjusted, and we have made some adjustments to reduce the fish eye lens effects. We'll take a look at that here in a moment. The attachments, the Axial Arms 3K and the Royal Cross 4x and the SUSAT multi-zoom have all been changed as well. They say we feel the impact of these changes cannot have been overstated. We believe optics have been holding back the long-range viability of Cold War weapons, and we expect these optic adjustments will drastically change that. When optics are too close to the camera, they can cause a distracting motion and visible obfuscation, I hate that word, any long-range engagements especially. Visual clarity is crucial. We believe with these changes and with an expanded assortment of long-range viable weapons, whoever wrote this is different from the other guy. He's giving me a hard time. We believe with these changes that an expanded assortment of long-range viable weapons will become available. So, if you guys remember, I always hated the Black Ops Cold War guns because it was just like shaking in your face like crazy. We're going to be taking a look at those here in just a moment. Suppressors. For the muzzles, the LMG ADS speed increased from 2.2% to 3.5%, and sprint to fire speed increased from 4% to 5%. We've seen some reports that the suppressor appears to be affecting light machine guns negatively, or not at all. We can assure you that this is not the case. Considering the test environment, frame rate, in such small increments, it can be difficult to accurately measure the impact an attachment may or may not have. Notwithstanding, we felt that the values on the LMG suppressor could increase, given them more of a fighting chance in the sea of assault rifles. So they have changed the LMGs to make it a little bit more viable, at least with the suppressor attachment. Keep in mind, the suppressor attachment is different than the agency suppressor attachment, because the agency suppressor helps out with range, the new sprint and bullet velocity. The new base suppressor helps out with things like ADS and sprint to fire. So I'm going to cut here in a moment, and I'm going to show you guys real quickly the new 3x, 4x SUSAT and the base optic for the Tundra. Okay, so the first attachment change that we have is the SUSAT multi-zoom. You can see here the crosshair looks the same, but it is much smaller on your screen. If you look at the actual circle on the map, it takes up very little space. Now, fortunately, your entire screen zooms in, not just your optic, but you can tell the amount of space that it takes up on your screen is significantly smaller, and it makes the felt recoil significantly smaller as well. Now, I'm going to try to do my best to not adjust. This is me not adjusting. This is just the Krig going off. And now if I start to adjust my recoil, you can see how much clearer it will be to see an enemy. Next up, we have the 3x. This is on the Stoner. And once again, it's significantly smaller on your screen. You don't get that massive visual bounce, but you get this really clean, almost like cross thread or T-pose that you would get on an Amax. You now get that as well on the 3x. It's going to be significantly easier to spot your opponents. Okay, next up, we have the 4x. The 4x here is on an AK, which probably wouldn't be the best case. but they basically gave us a VLK. They gave us a VLK on Cold War weapons. And it's very, very clean to see. And it's probably not the best reflection here. I'll throw it on the stoner here in a second. A gun with a little bit better recoil control. And then here is the new Tundra. So what they did is they reduced the fisheye lens effects. It used to be like really awkward along the side. And you can kind of see it. If you notice how that lamppost kind of gets smaller and then bigger, they reduced that effect. Personally, I don't like having that effect at all. But it's not as bad as it used to be. So it's not going to be as jarring whenever you're trying to hit your snipes. And then once again, the new 3x and 4x for these guns are incredible. I'm going to show you real quick on the stoner. Actually, I'll show you on the Krig, because the Krig is going to be a little bit more of a steady gun to shoot. Okay, and finally, here's the new 4x on a gun that's going to be a little bit more stable to use. You can still see the bullets are costing a lot, but I mean, if you look at how stable that shot's going to be, you're going to be shooting lasers with this. It feels like a more stepped-in VLK. I'm sure someone like JGod will compare all of the exact magnifications, but I can imagine you easily beaming someone, even at a distance, behind pieces of cover. The new 4x is actually going to be very, very viable, and it's not as in your face and shaking as all Cold War optics used to be. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all the new things for the update. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to check out the end of the wager. Like I said, it comes down to the very last kill, and I was absolutely frying. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. See me over on Twitch if you want to catch up with some more tournament gameplay. And I've got a lot of videos coming this week. All the OGs are probably wondering where I've been. But moving across the country to my new unit, getting settled into the new house has been a little bit of a process for me. But we're probably going to have a video out maybe like every single day in June. We're going to be crushing it here soon, so look forward to that. Thank you guys for checking out today's video. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Throwing stun.
The one wrapping you is sweaty.
Oh my god, thank you so more! Just stay alive, stay alive. No matter what, stay alive. I'll full pop if I need to. I got an airstrike. Okay, quick pop me. Airstriking them.
This is Striker 3-1, good copy. Strike inbound.
Ahí está el chaleco.
No joy.
There were a bunch of people hangers too, and there's a circle.
We kill all these people. There are like 3.
I don't know. I don't think so. These fighting the guys hangers.
Okay.
There's people. So there's people hangers and there's people circle by.
I'm by another airstrike.
Enemy UAV overhead.
You wanna work the guys hangers? I have another UE.
Yeah. Or okay, I think Z killed it. Z's literally no man's land. Pop it, pop it, pop it. There, he's out of place.
Friendly UAV overhead.
I'll drive.
He's got thermited.
He's one. There was one more near fire on the map, on the minimap.
Here it comes.
Moving here. Disregard that.
How much longer till you fight?
No opponent. 1 minute until I'm out.
I got the wheel. Target area is marked.
Oh my god.
Verga, se dan, güey, men.
Oh my god, I almost died on my own airstrike inside of a building.
Shots missed. Teammate redeployed to the AR.
Throwing stun.
Good work. I'm gonna try to land on the loadout, okay?
I land on the loadout. I
You
dropped
res
like
me if I
4K
die?
on it.
Okay. There's someone's landing in trailers back here. 2 guys trailers.
I got the wheel. I got the wheel. Shit, I'm taking fire. Fix yourself up.
Eating, baby.
I'll drive. Save me a seat.
I got
Two
yours.
guys
I
back
got
here and
yours.
they're garbage.
Gas is moving.
I'm not laying back on the loadout, to be honest. They're
Do
not
it.
good.
I'm heading over that way.
We're in the
They're
safe
coming
See him,
in
I see him, I see
trailers.
him.
Moving here. I got the wheel.
Most wanted target dusted. Solid work.
I'll drive.
Down to finish one.
Enemy marked.
Bro's getting in that center boy.
I'm driving.
Fuck, two in that center boy.
Okay. I still got one on me.
Okay, I'll play slow. Oh, I got self. They're gonna push me though. I don't know if you can look towards me.
Save me a seat. Target area is marked. I'm driving. You're cleared hot.
This is Striker 3-1. Good copy. Strike inbound.
Oh my god. It's that thing. Oh my god, I just did that to them, bro. Holy shit, I'm
Yo, res 30.
galactic
Yo.
brain.
Do you see that res?
Yeah, I'm blacking out right now.
Friendly UAV overhead.
I'll black out too hard.
Okay. Holy shit, bro. Hella people over here.
Coming.
Bread. 20 people over here, homie.
Okay.
Literally drop everything.
Fighting's over. Now it's a ghost town.
Gulag's closed.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone. Loadout drop headed your way. There are 24 enemies still out there. Kill them all.
Where at?
Mark the target.
All in front of me and towards the hill. Like they were close. I don't know where they went.
Allied cluster
I think they're like
strike
behind
inbound.
the. Oh my
Okay, I have a
god.
car 98 right now. I don't have an
Enemy
AMX.
marked.
Okay. I'm pushing up this hill. Yeah, up this hill.
Mark the target.
Fuck me, Brad.
I got that one down on that mark.
Okay.
You finished.
Yep.
Guys down 290. In this shack.
I think they're above me, Brad. Like right on this crest of the hill.
Disregard
Coming.
In the shed. You're f***ing nuts. Let's go. I can't airstrike it though.
Yeah, there was another one there. Alex skin. The bionic light guy.
Okay. Up and daddy.
Is that Alex?
Yeah.
I said, don't shoot.
Work up the hill. They're on this buy.
Okay. Guys fighting back here. I'm going.
Yeah.
Only 10 remain. You're nearly done.
Right here. Guy on that loadout. Guy on the rudder. Just rush it. Go down me.
Where?
He's on that loadout that you just passed.
Yep. In the attic, bro.
Down that guy. Down that guy.
Over here.
And the second attic, top left.
Okay.
Taking direct fire.
They just went in bottom floor of right side.
Yeah.
Got him.
Stunning. Go.
Use safe zone.
Hit.
Locate.
Tac mask.
Only 5 remain. Finish the job. I picked the wrong fight. Well done.
Wait. Do we get it?
We did. I think so.
Let's go, baby.
49 to
Yee.
47. Oh, let's go.
Oh my gosh. What a
Oh
game.
my god.
What a banger.